Hello guys, welcome to this second video in a series of videos in which we are talking about Dash, which is a web-based framework for building machine learning dashboards in Python. So in the last class, if you guys remember, we created a very simple web application in Dash which prints or displays a text called hello world on the screen. Okay, so I hope you were able to follow through that video. So in this video what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can add graph, or rather I should say how you can add plots to your dashboards, because a dashboard is not very beautiful, like good without any plots. So you need a way to kind of add some plots which will make your dashboard look good. Okay, so in this video I'm going to be showing you exactly that. Okay, so let us get started. So I'm gonna open Visual Studio Code in the project directory, and in this directory I already have this application which I created in the last class, which just displays the text hello world to the screen. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another folder, and this folder I'm gonna call as video 2. Okay, I'm gonna take out this folder. Okay, and in this folder I'm going to copy this particular file. Okay, so I'm gonna paste this particular file in this folder also. Okay, because most of the things will be same and I don't want to waste your time in coding these unnecessary things. So let me go through this code once again. So what I'm doing here is I'm importing Dash, and I'm importing Dash HTML components as HTML. Now let me explain you why I am importing Dash. Dash is being imported because I need to create this app variable by calling this Dash constructor from this Dash library. The difference between both dashes are just the first letter. So in the letter it is capitalized. Okay, and then we have imported a Dash HTML components. Now what does Dash HTML components represents? So Dash HTML components is a library which contains lots of components for displaying something on your web page. Okay, and now the next question arises that what are the different types of components that exist in this HTML components. So two components we saw in the last class, and those were div component and h1 component. Okay, now in this class what I would like to do is I would like to somehow add a figure or graph to my layout. So how can I do that? So first of all, I would like to talk about one more library called Plotly. Plotly is a library for making interactive web-based plots in Python. Now, what is the difference between Plotly and Dash? Because sometimes, and in fact many times, I feel that people have a lack of knowledge regarding these two seemingly similar libraries. Okay, so if you look at the library Dash, now Dash is a library for building dashboards, whereas Plotly on its own is a library for building plots. Okay, now what Dash can do is Dash is built on top of Plotly. So what does that mean? That means what you can do with Dash is you can create some plots in Plotly, and you can add those plots in your dashboards which are created by Dash. Okay, so if you are familiar with Plotly, then it's good, because that knowledge of Plotly will come handy when you will be creating plots for your dashboards. Okay, so now if you are familiar with Plotly, and even if you are not, you should be able to pick whatever I will teach you. Okay, so in Plotly there is a concept of figure. What happens is we create a figure and we display that figure by calling a method called figure.show. Usually this is the cycle in which we make plots in Plotly. But in dashboards we would not like to show that plot, or rather I should say we don't want to show that plot via Plotly's default method, but rather we would like to just save the figure in a variable called figure, and we want to somehow display that figure in our dashboard. So to do that we need to import a helper library which comes pre-built with the dash, and I'm going to import it really quick, and I'm going to call it dash core components. So I'm going to call it as DCC. Now I am importing it as DCC because it is a convention. You can you can call it whatever you would wish. Okay, so now that I have imported this dash core components, what I can do is I can specify. So first of all, let me change the title here, because now it is not a hello world app. I'm going to say embed a plot. Okay, so I'm gonna just embed a plot in this tutorial, and now what I can do is in this layout, myapp.layout, and in this layout what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass another children to this division, and this children will be DCC, the library that we have just imported, dot graph. Now all the graphs can be imported by this method. Now this method takes a special argument called figure. Now this figure can be set to any figure which is created by Plotly. Now in fact, if you are familiar with Plotly, there are actually 2-3 different methods of creating figures. You can create figures by importing some default functions like actually, okay, let me tell you this way. So you can create figures in 2 different ways. The first one is you can create figures from scratch by specifying everything separately, and that method is known as graph objects. Okay, and another method is you can create Plotly figures by something known as Plotly Express. Now Plotly Express gives you an easy way to create the same plots, but ultimately what you are creating is a figure. You are creating a figure object. So somehow I would like to do something like I would like to specify here figure, but I need to have figure here also. Okay, so I need to have figure, and that figure should be a Plotly figure. Okay, so how can I do that? So to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to import one more library, and that would be obviously Plotly. So I'm going to say import Plotly dot graph objects as GO. So I'm importing graph objects as GO. Okay, now what I can do is, because I like creating Plotly plots with graph objects, but if you guys are comfortable with Plotly Express, you can do that. You just need to replace this as import for Plotly Express, and you just have to specify your own figures. So the change is very minimal. You just need to just use your own Plotly Express thing, and you can specify that figure here. Okay, so it's not an issue. So any type of figure, ultimately they are translated into JavaScript's D3JS something kind of thing, but I don't have knowledge about that stuff quite good, but I will not go too deep into that particular territory. But here what you need to understand is that you can specify any figure. You can create Plotly figure by any method that you are comfortable with, and you are good to go. And Plotly is actually quite you can say quite handy, and they gives us many different ways of doing the same thing. Like if I have to first of all if I have to create a plot like by calling go.figure, so graph object dot figure, and in this particular class also they specify that you can create your figures in various different ways. So let me talk about how can I create a figure. So to create a Plotly figure using this graph objects methods, you need to specify 3 things: data, data, layout, and animations, frames. Okay, so these three things that you need to specify. But frames are not always necessary, because you would not always want to do animation with your plots. So two required and necessary arguments are data and layout. Data will specify the list of all the different types of plots. Like you would you might be interested in creating a bar plot and a scatter plot in the same figure. So in that case, your data will be a list of two different plots. One plot will be bar plot and another will be scatter. And layout will be a variable which will specify the look and feel of your figure. Okay, but remember, the data variable will only contain those fields which has to do with changing your figure, changing your plots. Whereas in the layout, layout does not have any control over your plots. Okay, so this difference you need to understand. So first of all, I'm going to specify data, and data will be a list, and next thing I'm going to specify layout. Now here, sorry, it is not a list. Now here, Plotly gives you a freedom of specifying layout the way you want. You can either specify it in the form of dictionary, where you can pass all the key value pairs in the form of, like, if I have to specify title, then I can just say title as key, and I can name my title as something. But I do not like this particular route, but rather what I instead like to do is, I like to call this go.layout a method from this graph object library, and in this method I can specify title is equal to a text. So I can have a text here. So I can call something like a bar plot. Okay, so this is a layout, and now inside this data I can specify as many number of plots as I wish. Okay, but I would only want to show you one plot this time. So I'll say go, that is graph object dot bar. So I want to make a bar plot, and I want to specify x as 1 2 3, and I want to specify y as 12 8 12 9 10. Yeah, so 3 values for x and 3 values for y. So we have created a figure. Now usually when we make Plotly graphs or Plotly figures, we do figure dot show. But here I do not, I am in the dashboard file app.py, which is a server file. I cannot do that. Obviously it is going to work, it is not going to give you any error, but we are not interested in this kind of behavior. But what we are interested in is, we are interested in showing this figure in our layout, in our application layout. Okay, so I hope you have been able to understand whatever I have been discussing here. Okay, now what I am going to do is, I am going to run this particular Python file. So let's hit enter, and let's wait for the server to get started. Okay, so server has been started, and I'm gonna copy this particular URL which it is pointing me to. Okay, so I'm going to paste this URL here, and if I hit enter, so it is loading and it is saying embed a plot, and this was our figure title, and this was our application title. Now notice the difference between both of these titles. So if I show you, in the figure, in the layout of the figure, I specified title as a bar plot, and that is why it is displaying in the region where the figure is displaying. And there is a title for our application layout also, which is getting displayed in the form of h1 tag. Okay, h1 class from our DCC HTML components. Okay, so I hope you have been able to follow me through this particular video, and let's do one more thing. Let me quickly show you how can I add more plots in the same figure. So what I can do is, let me go to the Python file. What I can do is, I can do something like, I can make one more like a plot here only in the data variable. So go dot scatter, and go dot scatter will just accept same arguments x and y. Obviously there are more arguments that you can specify, but for that there is actually the need for another separate tutorial for on Plotly. Obviously we can do that, but at this point of time we need to bother ourselves to this dash thing. Okay, so do not worry too much about how to set up these figures and everything, because the documentation is quite rich. Whenever you feel like you are not able to remember these terminologies, like what does this x represent, what does this go dot scatter represent, you can just Google search this Google search your queries, and you will be able to see what does these things represents. Okay, so let me hit save and let me see if the changes took place. So it is saying some sort of error. So all those errors that you make, okay, so it has successfully, because as you save your Python file, those things will immediately take effect. And if you at any point of time, if you get any error, so those errors will be displayed here. Okay, so now notice here our scatter is clearly visual, and in fact the points of scatter were similar to those of bar chart, and that is why our points of scatter are coming immediately in the middle of our bars. Okay, so I hope you you were able to follow through. Now notice a case, a scenario where you are interested in another figure which is just below this particular figure. So what you can do in that case is, actually it's quite easy. What you need to do is, you just need to make one more figure, and you can add one more DCC dot graph. So let me quickly show you this by copying this particular code here. So I have created one more figure, one more graph object, or rather I should not call it graph, one more graph component. Okay, let's see if it took effect. Yeah, so you can clearly see now we have another figure which is just down below to the old figure. Okay, now we can customize this second figure the way we want. So what we can do is, we in the second figure, what we can do is, okay, obviously I cannot customize it separately because the name of the figure is same. So rather what I can do is, I can just copy this figure. So if I want to call, I can call it figure 1, and I can change it to figure 1, and I can change few parameters, like in place of 12 I can specify 10, and 10, 20. Okay, and here I can say second figure. So now those things will reflect here the moment I save it. Obviously it is saying error in the beginning. I think it should reload automatically. Yeah, so you can clearly see we are having this second figure, and that figure is having some different bars and different scatter. Okay, so I hope you have been able to follow through whatever I discussed in this particular video. And from next videos we are going to be exploring more of Dash, and how we can add various other things like inputs, and how can we make our dashboard interactive. All of these things will be covered in this particular series, and we are going to move along all these concepts and learn all these concepts as we progress through these set of videos. So I would like to just stop right here for this particular video. The main purpose of this particular video was just to show you how you can add graphs or Plotly figures to your applications, to your Dash applications. Okay, so I hope you liked this video, and if you really like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and also consider subscribing to the channel, because this will be a regular series, so you would not want to be missed of any notifications. Okay, so I hope you you like this video. So thank you so much for watching the video. Have a nice day.